Here with Binghamton coach Matt Dernlan before the Spirit Night here at Drexel. Coach, haven't talked to you since the Bearcat Open. Wanted to take you back a little ways, and can you tell me what your thought process is when you left Clarion and came to Binghamton?
Sure. I mean, it was a really tough decision because we had a fabulous experience our 1 year there at Clarion. We helped lead the program back into the top 20 for the first time in over 15 years.
Yeah.
So that the history, the tradition, the culture that Clarion has, it was very special, and we were, it was for me and Troy to reconnect with the history of the program and bring it back to national prominence. It was really special. But when Binghamton came calling, shortly after the season, and what they presented, and it wasn't just, what excited me was on the national level. The president, really wanted Binghamton to be the most prominent national sport at Binghamton University. So anytime you have administrative support and the administrative commitment, you can build something. It may not happen overnight, but as long as you've got those key people, your athletic director and your president saying wrestling is a priority, we want to build this thing up, we want to be nationally prominent, you get excited about that because
Sure.
There's not many programs that can say they're the high profile sport at
Right.
their institution. Binghamton, we have that support. And on the flip side of that, the educational aspect, I'm a big believer in education and higher learning. And so it's exciting for me to sit down with parents and families and say, yeah, we're going to win national titles. We're going to gain All-American status. But more importantly than that, a degree from Binghamton University is going to pave your trail for the next 50 years.
Right.
And I believe in that. And unfortunately, it's great to win a national title. It's great to become an All-American, but you don't really get many job opportunities because of that.
Right.
So the world-class education that you're going to get at Binghamton really excited me. Really excited my family. And it was a tough decision, but one we're excited to embrace.
So when you got there, Coach Papalizio left for NC State. Cupboards were kind of cleaned out. Some people followed him. It was pretty sparse. Can you talk about the rebuilding process?
Yeah, it's one of those things where I was aware of that situation. I was aware that they were going to release Gwizdowski and they were going to release all their freshmen from their NLI. So I knew that it was going to be a true rebuilding process.
Right.
Did I believe it was going to be as tough as it was going to be? No, you're always optimistic and think you're going to turn this thing around quick. But the good thing is, even though the cupboards were bare, the view we took at it is every new piece we put into the cupboard is a piece that we sold. And they were coming with our philosophy, with our vision, excited about what we were going to do. So gradually, the biggest thing is, you can get the talent, and we've done that. One of our big goals was keep, the best talent in New York, and we're doing that. We're really excited about our 3 recruiting classes so far, how they're building, how they're developing, but more importantly than that in the rebuilding process is once you can start changing the culture, and these guys culturally believing in everything you do. Once you can start turning the corner with your program culturally, that's when you're going to start making big leaps. And I think this summer with this 3rd class that we brought in, we've finally seen us turning the corner, and it's exciting to start getting some rewards on all the hard work.
So one thing I noticed at the Bearcat Open, even when you guys were losing, they wrestled 7 minutes hard. And can you tell me a little bit about the mindset and what your approach is as a coach with that team? What kind of guys you're looking for?
Yeah, and that, again, that starts in the recruiting process.
Sure.
Look, this is the style we want to wrestle. Do you want to embrace that? Are you excited about that? So it starts in the recruiting process, continues in practice every day. And again, what I just referenced, buying into that culture. We wrestle, we're going to put our best 7 minutes out there every single time. And that's what we train for every single day. So our guys are excited. We're going to take you out to deep waters, right away. And we're comfortable out there because we take these guys, make them swim with the sharks every day. So, that's something we try and pride ourselves in.
Nice. So you have a couple guys in the rankings. Can you tell me what that does to the team when you start getting some national recognition?
Well, when everybody's trying to do it for the first time, that's the most challenging thing. We've got to disconnect. We need to put a guy on the podium for the first time. And once you do that, and everybody looks to that guy like, oh, wait a second, I'm doing exactly the same thing this guy is doing.
Right.
He made it to the podium. Well, I should do it too.
Yeah.
And it starts with getting guys ranked. And all of a sudden, guys are looking at Schneider and McKeever. I'm like, wait a second. Yeah, I know these guys are good, but I'm putting the same amount of work in. I'm sacrificing the same way. I need to start getting ranked too. So I don't want to be the guy that's not ranked. I want to be the next guy that's hopping in there.
Gotcha. So got a little snow vacation here in Philadelphia. You got Drexel. Then you have Penn on Sunday.
We have Drexel and Penn. So hopefully it's going to be a real tough battle tonight. And that's the thing with the EIWA. There's so much parity right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like our young guys got conditioned to it real fast. I'm like, hey, nobody's going to lay down for you in the EIWA. No one's going to give you an easy victory. If you want it, you got to go take it. And that's why we wanted to get into the EIWA, because if we have that take it attitude, that's going to prepare you for the NCAA tournament. So hopefully tonight we're going to go take it. Tomorrow we're going to go sledding, having a good snow day, and then get ready for Penn on Sunday.
Nice. A couple more questions before we go. I know you got to get busy coaching. Can you tell me a little bit about your coaching mentors?
Yeah, I've been really blessed. Most notably, when I was at Penn State, I was able to sit every day and talk and pick the brain of Rich Lorenzo, who is kind of the godfather of Penn State's program. And he recruited my brother wrestled at Penn State, so he's a guy that I kind of put up on a pedestal my whole life. And to be able to have 7 years of sitting with Coach Lorenzo and picking his brain and gleaning wisdom from him, he's one of the guys that I can really look to. And then with Cale, with Troy Sunderland, working with them, learning with them, fighting to grow the program, winning a national title, going through those experiences were really special. And then going to Clarion, where Bob was there, one of the other legendary coaches in our